Morning, internet people. How are we on this lovely Friday morning in Australia? Wherever you may be, morning, afternoon, evening, night. Hope you're all doing well on this 24th. So we got Pride Month kicks off here in Australia today. So remember to support your LGBTQ plus people out there. And those who have yet to make up their mind. And 12 months in Ukraine. I was going to say celebrate, then it's not celebrate. 12 months apart. 12 months of Putin getting his own way. All right. Hope they're doing well over there. Unfortunately, they need the support. So, Divinity. Look, there's Magic Cup. Gob, gob. Didn't you too? I had to open it before because I forgot where we were. Yeah, it's like, where were we again? What's after Fort Joy? Why he slipped on the arm and I fucking sort of tendon now. Getting old. So we should be able to get a good few hours in today. In theory. Unless the boss has got something for us. I've got nothing planned, so we're supposed to go to the doctor's today, but rescheduled for yesterday. That's why we went yesterday, so get the old cough, colds and crinkly dick checked out. So yeah, that's kind of the excitement. Cleaning and closing and vacuuming and mopping and all that shit. And a normal shit Wednesday, so yeah. Now I can't remember where they are, which I think I did.
As long as I don't think about it too much.
Yeah, cool.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Got rid of all these.
You too, Julian. Show them how it's done, man.
Guys without
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo.
There's a shark.
That's it.
Go and see what happens
The
here.
barrels and the chests. On the double.
Raspy gusts of breath wheeze from the creature's badly mangled mouth as he lifts and drops cargo with automaton-like precision.
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo.
By the seven, these sacks weigh like lead.
Barrels and the
It's a disgrace I have to toil like this. I'm a magister, not a damned silent monk.
You too, Julian. Show them how it's done, man.
These are whiny shit.
The silent monk does not even look at the wares he is loading, but keeps staring at some unseen horizon with no discernible emotion.
Huh.
That's it. Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put your backs into it. The Lord Dread awaits. Its sails billow with Dallas's breath.
The Magister stops barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
Intense by this one, keep calm. Assuming they're liberty.
I'm going nowhere right at this moment. Nowhere since something crossed my path and oh so very sharply piqued my interest.
Talk to me like that, mate. You end up dead.
Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clapper as your bones are being broken with cast iron rods? Of course you haven't. We've only just met.
Oh, kinky.
He licks his lips. Dry flesh turns wet.
Definitely kinky.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss.
His sliver of a smile could rival a rattler's.
Piggy can't say, do something like, oh, baby, or I'd like to do it back, or something like that. So I just realized that my camera is too big. That one is that one. That's why that's like that. Let's. What do we usually got? How's that for you? Better? Sorry about that.
I'm very good at what I do, see? I don't even need a sauce hound yapping at my side. There was a whiff of something in the air when you approached. A current of filth, that is to say, sauce. Best convince me I was mistaken.
Why? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
He leans in closer and sniffs the air once more.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Must have been ambition I smelt on you, not the magic that dare not speak its name. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows and turn straight to the hunt. The very definition of your order's existence. Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? A quiet day in a quiet town. One wouldn't think these drifting woods toss on dwarf-troubled waters. But they do.
Ooh.
Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? A mule? A beast of burden? But some
So he's definitely
defy
an
that
ass.
role. There are rats among them, dancing to their rat queen's tune. I've need of a rat catcher. Of course, I must depart post-haste, but Julian here will stay behind and be a good little parrot. Ask and he will answer.
Stay behind? But I've my orders. Same as you. Dallas.
Like I said, Julian is staying. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up? How very heartwarming. One last thing. The Magisters here are diligent men and women. A stranger like you may run into troubles with them.
Except I killed a lot of them just before. Sorry.
Should this happen, just wave this piece of parchment in their eager little faces. My signature will placate them without fail, I assure you.
I don't think I need it anymore, sorry.
Adieu and good luck.
Oops.
The time has come, my stitched lit lovelies. We set sail.
You'd
Get on
swear
board
the
and man your
shark was
stations.
smiling at you.
We can't. Yeah, sure. Well.
Left behind like a dog. Bah.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes, none the worse for wear, apparently, from the blast of magic that knocked him off his feet.
They didn't say knock him on his
You!
ass.
The supposed source hunter. I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you. Your meddling in Magister affairs had better be worth it. Yes, I am very much aware. Wasn't my damned head that hit the floor back there. Now answer me. Did you meet with a Magister caravan on your way into town? The hour's growing late and I'm beginning to worry something might have gone by the bishop's bones. You saw it? Out with it, woman. What happened?
Yeah, but it wasn't by the doors.
Void woken. That means source was used.
Mm.
Which means some third party must have attacked first. And have a fair idea who that might have been. Raymond, that old goat, always suspected there's more to the Driftwood dwarves than meets the eye. Hate to admit it, but I think he may be right. Too many things have gone wrong along Reaper's Coast to attribute to bad luck. Magister ship sinking, weapons disappearing, and as you've seen, a caravan attacked and destroyed.
I did. They beat me to it.
Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove. They've always been snakes in the grass. Cheap
So you
labour, sure. And hard workers, too. Half of them are their queen's spies. Her eyes, her ears, her poison-pouring hands.
So you complained that they're cheap and hardworking.
You know what Queen Justinia is like, surely. A tyrant and a master strategist to boot.
Beast might have something to say about that.
There's a local thug, Lohar. He runs an operation out of his hideout beneath the Black Bull Tavern. I suspect this man of being a spy for his queen.
It may be interesting to have a word with him. Find out what he's up to.
Yeah.
Where I really want you to ferret around is Reaper's Bluffs, to the west of Driftwood.
It's wild territory, remote and hostile, where I believe the dwarves may have set up a base of operations away from prying eyes.
Okay.
Should you find any such place,
It's a town.
and better yet, proof that Lohar is working in behalf of Queen Justinia, you will be,
So,
I assure you.
what if they're not?
In that case, go forth and let the hunt commence!
Mate, I'm just here to rub you. Sorry. What we got? That's definitely for us. Where'd that go? Oh, crap, that's what'd that say? You're not gonna say. Was there a log? What was... No. Something about the summon skill, something, something, something. There you go. So it tends the soft max. See what the gutter snipes are doing.
Hello, Mrs.
G'day. Oh, you got some. Huh. Not that I need it because I got Bonesy.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
Nice.
You be careful. My daddy's a magister. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here.
Probably.
They stare at you in disbelief. Then they start laughing.
You're weird. We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim. He'll be back soon. He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
What else for happy?
Joy?
Oh.
That's
Oh.
what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back.
Possibly not.
That's right. I think he's an idiot. And when he gets back, I'm going to tell him so. I hope Joe doesn't smell when he comes back.
Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
The water looks nice.
Plundering the fish, eh? I'm not sure why, but... Maybe I can sell them? I thought someone had rain. You've got rain. Why do you have rain? What's going on here? So you need more wit.
This fish is ugly.
Molly the dog. Is Molly? I wonder.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now. What's under there smells...
Sorcerer? Please, Alexander, don't fish me. Get her, Dallas. Get that sorcerer.
Turtle Johnny.
Take that, sorcerer! Dallas, get her!
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say you're not dead anymore.
Here, missus! Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he?
Come on.
See? Told ya. But don't worry, I'll revenge your death. Take that, sorcerer. You won't put a sauce collar on me, Dallas. I'm a big bad evil sorcerer and I'll kill you dead.
I hate this game.
Whiny shit, Johnny.
What's even the point?
I won't surrender.
Paradise against all the odds.
What's going on? That's the location. Who's that?
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Is that, oh, it is the dog. I was going to say it's a rat or something, or what's going on?
Friends, for Alexander the Innocent, killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void.
Yoink. Yeah, what is this? What are you doing?
Who would do this?
The past thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What? Why do you sneak up on me? Don't you know how dangerous that is, the way things are? Haven't you heard?
No.
My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me.
Why are you Magister? Yeah.
I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor.
Huh.
3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit could easily conceal themselves amongst them. I have to keep investigating. Keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know.
Yeah.
The elf's face creases into a mask of fury.
Another ill word against my brothers, and I'll see this floor wet with your blood. Now get out of here.
I'm always the sorcerer.
Come on. Lives are at stake.
Dwarven stew, eh?
Who shall rise? Who gains the title Most Divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the 7 usher us to paradise against all the odds.
That's not nice. Right.
You have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice cracks mid-verse.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait, you might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Magnificent.
Sure.
But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared to answer?
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
Your eyes betray the guilt of the human race. You believe it your right to ravage Grivalon. What say you?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
Ah, arrogance! That most peculiar of human traits, given your lack of cultural accomplishment. Save the towers you erect in worship of greed. What riches do you seek, human? Indeed, you seem almost fearless in your conviction. But I know better. Stripped of their swords and shields, humans are as fragile as flower petals. Admit your cowardice.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. The bitter march of humans unabated. This world of war and cruelty they created,
You're good with the Majesty.
they shall not stop till all the world's a waste. And signs of all other cultures erased.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic, a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew?
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'm sorry, I mistook you for a different kind of person. My mistake? I'm sorry. It's not about the money. Really, you insult me now.
A smile spreads across his face.
Now we're speaking the same language. So, let me ask you this. Across the world,
This world of war and cruelty they created,
to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
they shall not stop
Yeah?
till all the world's a
Taking
waste.
anyone up that looks at them funny.
And signs of
Later.
all other cultures erased.
Throw him in a hole for all.
Silver, gold, and diamonds now
I
disposed.
don't think you know even a smaller good if
Friends
you on
and
the arse.
lovers, find your true repose. Yet all is just facade, a frail shell.
Exactly. And of your kin, there is one whom I believe to be talented above all of your kind. For an appropriately sizable sum, I can make the necessary introductions. Well, this is what's available. Take it or leave it.
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes into his apron.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavor of stew do you prefer? Do you like the strong and meat? I admire your sense of adventure.
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in salute and turns away.
With friends and lovers, find your true repose.
Well now, how's my favorite Godwoken? Let's track down my old pack and find out who's behind the contracts to kill Godwoken. Can't hurt to know who wants us dead.
His eyes glitter as he stands tall.
So, underneath the tavern in Driftwood, there's a place I feel right at home. A delightful little hive of scum and villainy. A few months back, I was relaxing down there after a job. Just a hint of Drudenay. You know, a hint. All of a sudden, a tiger prowls in. I jump up, but everyone else is just ignoring it. And then he picks up my scent. His eyes turn blue, and he leaps to pounce on me. I flip the table and start scrambling for my crossbow. Nowhere to be found. And by now, the tiger's right on top of my eyeballs. So I do the only thing I can think of. I summon Afrit, my soul wolf. And now everybody reacts. Screaming, scrambling around, pelting for the stairs. Turns out it was Drudene messing with me. Stronger stuff than I'm used to. Also turns out some people don't appreciate spectral wolves tearing up the place. So some people called magisters on me. Well, it's guarded by a grouchy-seeming dwarf named of Papa Thrash. But he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. I love that password of his. Open minds and closed fists.
Ivan smiles and salutes at you.
The bitter march of
You can figure this out. Come on.
cruelty they created. They shall not stop till all the world's a waste, and signs of all other cultures erased. Of silver, gold, and diamonds now dispose.
He acknowledges your presence.
What are you waiting?
He rolls.
A bold choice.
He raises an eye.
Not what I want to do.
Yet all is just
I'm gonna
facade,
pickpocket him.
a frail shell. Once shattered, they alone descend to hell.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards
Happy
her,
drunk then.
her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that.
Friends and lovers find
Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim barlight.
Bottoms up.
One for the first class.
Can you just not? Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me again. Another.
Like cats here. Sex. Yelling guy. Okay. Not there either. Look at it closely, bloodshot eyes. Nearly numb, first drink, not the glass, uncertain whether you should take it. Scrub your face, look closely at it.
What do you mean? Ah, fat lot of good that'd do me around here. Poor dwarfies can't seem to catch a break in these parts. So, to the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Psh, give me one good reason.
She dumps a heavy arm around your shoulder and pulls you in close, her breath hot and sour in your face.
Look at this. This is my story.
She shows you the 2 swollen, angry red welts on the underside of her arm. She slaps them without finesse, making herself wince, and stares at you intensely.
I know how to make it better. I can fix it, all of it. I'll tell you.
She jerks her arm away from you and gazes lovingly at the welts. She doesn't look up as she speaks.
There's this woman. I'm not crazy. And if she kisses you, she can change you. She's downstairs. And now I'm different. It's in her lips. It's in the magic.
Art's drunk? Huh. +5 dodging.
I changed the right way. And then, I think now I'll be fine. You understand how, sometimes you just want to be fine. That's just it, isn't it? That's just it. You ought to go see her. Dorothea. She could help you.
She looks at you earnestly, her eyes gleaming, the twinkle of the amber ale behind them.
I seem good, don't I? Yeah, I do.
It's a recruiting. They just put a great big finger bloody.
What would I do without you?
Oh, there's proper thrash that Ethan was talking about. Sure.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
The bitter march of humans unabated.
Paging anyone up that looks at them funny.
This world of war and cruelty.
All right to live, don't they? Throw them in a hole for all. It's the greater good.
All the world's a waste.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you in the arse.
Of all other cultures erased.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Well, I look forward to beating the shite out of you then.
Oh, there's a door there.
Surrounded by incompetence, I deserve a better posting.
Your Majesty, you deserve a kick in the ass. Can we go out the back? Apparently we can.
The cook acknowledges you with a small bow, an oddly formal gesture given the surroundings.
Please, madam, you should not be back here. It's not safe. Sharp knives, boiling liquids, short tempers. Don't underestimate the dangers here. Now, please, I must insist.
Righto.
Cinnamon, not nutmeg. There's a food shortage in these parts. Fresh meat can be hard to come by.
What was that?
Liberal seasoning helps disguise all sorts of sins. Now, please, I must return to my work.
We'll go to those chickens. Then we'll go upstairs and then downstairs.
Why the devil is this stall out in the open? Occupied! Oh, unholy hells! Do I sound like I'm alright? It's what I get. Bloody tainted stew! Makes a little fish into some of my stew. Bloody mackerel must have been tainted. Save me, Lucian!
Isn't Lucian dead?
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
What was in that blasted stew?
Henny.
What's this? Well, ain't you a tall drink at allness? What can I do for you, honey?
She fluffs them and coos.
You're so very, very sweet to notice, honey. Ain't easy keeping him so nice in a dusty town like this. But I do take pride in him. Sure, why not? Not all of them hatch, you know. And between you and me, honey, I don't mind the taste of an omelette now and again. Go on and scoot then, honey.
That's a bit mean.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Heckish! Is that a joke of some kind? If it is, it's only a little funny. But you tried, and that's something. So here, take an egg for your effort. Oh, you want a list? I've got eggs to lay, grass to tidy, grain to clear, and magister boots to peck. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, those chickens were cool. Cat scalp. Huh.
This is going nowhere.
Why is there food
That's not good.
lying out?
Useless. Bloody useless.
Yeah.
Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
Right, let's head inside and upstairs.
It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something.
Telling you, if they got nothing to hide,
The bitter march of humans unabated.
Yeah? You're good with the magisters caging anyone up?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
Like a... I suppose it's probably an elf, but it looks like a bloody vampire. Like that.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying...
The town is poor, but this...
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself, and somewhere nearby, you hear a bell ringing.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're
The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. I'm haunted by my crew. They ring the bell to drive me mad. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
Or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying it's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
Oops.
It ain't right.
Curiosity kills the cat.
That ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick in a void woken on me.
Oops.
You said it, Hilka. You're a true patriot.
Yeah. Mega.
Yeah? What do you want? Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think? Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Very right.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
From a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Rain, Hilka.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Thatcher bursts out laughing. Eden goes bright red.
Get lost before I throw you in a cell for disrespecting a magister. Two magisters. The magisters.
Thatcher doesn't look disrespected. Thatcher looks amused.
Disrespecting one magister's enough. Go on. Get lost.
She turns back to her drink.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
What's
of
Thatcher
course
got
it's
to
not
say?
true.
She tips you a wink, then turns away.
She can tip my tat anytime. Visiting adventure.
Who rings the bell?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful.
Of course it's not true.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Huh, we've started up some trouble there by the sound of it.
course it's not true.
Oh, okay.
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Is that where we just look? Yeah.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
The chest won't open.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm
Take
not
it
in love
anyway,
with you.
but
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf things.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Blood and oil do mix, after all.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
no graveyard.
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Sawdust and wolves, mother. Sawdust and wolves.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
Arcs for Lucian's Day sounds nice, mother.
His eyes open. His eyes flicker open.
Don't.
He goes back to sleep. Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber. His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
It's mine. Get off.
He goes back.
Of course it's not true.
That stuff's at the top.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs.
I'm not in love with you.
Stew.
Right.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. He fixes you with a sultry look, and when he speaks, it's like listening to honeyed gravel.
I'm so glad you came, but your friends will have to leave.
He turns his back on you and waits for your companions to leave. A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. He fixes you with a...
I'm so glad you came.
He turns his back...
I was hoping. Disappointing.
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides...
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
A lizard, tall and...
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just the handsome gardener. I was in here watering the plants, and I saw these robes. I couldn't resist their silky touch. Please, don't punish me. I'm so sorry,
Very bad
madam.
boy.
I shall remove these clothes immediately.
He gives you a cool look, then a flirtatious smile.
Not in the mood for games. Me neither. So, what shall we do? Would you like me to dance for you? Or would you like to hear a poem? All right, darling. I'll dance.
He closes his eyes. He's motionless for a moment, as if listening for music that only he can hear. And then, as he finds the rhythm of the song that only he can hear, he sways and moves, silky with power and poise, at once beguiling and raw with pure emotion. You realize you hear the music too. It floods your body with light, at once boiling hot and freezing cold. You feel his hands upon you, and you move together, entwined in spirit and in flesh, as one. Moving to the rhythm of your heart's desire, two beings for a moment become one. In your ecstasy, you feel the edge of the bed against your leg, and suddenly you're falling, both of you laughing together as the mattress receives you both. And you realize that you are naked, and so is he. He searches your face for the lie, doesn't find it. The compliment touches him. He smiles, reaches for you. He takes you into his arms, into his heart, into his very being. Your world explodes in bliss.
I thought there was you could maybe save him? It?
Good morning, lovebirds.
Good morning, Gil. Hey, this is my lover. Lover, this is my friend Gil.
Shut it, you.
I'm sorry, darling. It's a setup. You paid for a trip to paradise. Now you're paying for the return journey.
To wit, we're taking all your stuff. If you want it back, you can take it up with Lohar.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Lucky, eh?
I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
Actually.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew?
You bastard.
Absolutely not. The coffers, man. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
Yes, of course.
Smile all you want. I'm not.
Come on, boys. I wouldn't go in there, you knob.
Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Okay. Alright. You say, you know, it's a scam, they can take what they want and leave.
Reckon that's for you to figure out.
2 seconds.
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you. Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know.
What is raining?
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Prepare yourself.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
And I'm I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Who rings the bell?
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Got a pig you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
The bell rings a warning and the
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I think you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling very...
Keeping it together, Bree.
You too, Julian. Show 'em how it's done, man. Don't let up now. Keep hauling that.
Hope you ain't looking for work in this dying town. Besides, you ain't got the look of a fisher about you, I'll tell you that much.
That's it. The barrels and the chests. On the double. Go on, you mute. You do. Oh, there was in the seconds of like and one should this had you and good luck. The time has come, my stitched lip lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
Left behind like a dog. Blah. 7 curses upon that ship.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off it.
You know the right to there's a it should lie you know in should come.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you.
Hello, missus.
The little boy.
You be No, he's not. His daddy's a fisher.
They step.
You're weird. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Miss...
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built.
Your knife, there's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there. You be careful now.
Right about me. I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
Take that, sorcerer.
You're dead, Alexander.
Here, Mrs. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead.
See? You won't put...
Come on, damn you. Think.
An elf in tattered red,
So many
a floorboard.
What? Haven't you? My own magister, 3 magister. That's what I have to keep. You do that. Ah, they were right about me. I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the death fog. What's even the point?
My sorcerers are most vile. You have interrupted.
Oh!
The beast himself infests this rotting town, does he? Oh, the poems I've heard chanted of your deeds and... Never composed a beast ballad myself, come to think of it. Fame, not magnificent. But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must...
He stares at you for...
Interesting. Most fellow dwarves prefer drinking chants to the...
He smiles across...
Not that I could judge a dwarf for his drinking habits. After all, the kingdom is amazing, isn't it? That so many of us must beg for scraps, while royalty feasts on fresh meat and grain. Condemn our queen, if you dare.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone.
To all lovers, raise a glass and praise the dwarven race. Who'd let nary a drop go to waste?
Damn right.
Sip a frothy pint of ale.
It's the great good.
You must be delighted by my newest fame, notoriety.
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Bloody you.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters.
I don't give a rat's ass what they say downstairs. The Magisters is all that stands between us.
Arguing with Mac is like...
Hey, Broody.
An elf sways on her. She slaps. She's her gate. She does. She.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the great good.
I don't think you know even a smaller good to beat you on the
What would I do without you,
Dear Lucian, be glad you don't have to witness this sudden elf.
Colonists among them stripped of power. The queen hides within her gilded
The cook acknowledges.
Please, madam, you should not be back here. It's not safe. Cinnamon, no. Now, please, I must be sharp now. You should...
See the cook for stew, friend elf.
Not right now.
Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you'd know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
He fixes you with a stare, looks then a smile.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing...
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for a I'm sorry.
A smile.
Now we're speaking the same language. Well, isn't that a shame? Well, this is...
He holds out his hand.
Oh, God. Now, let me ask you this. Upstairs.
He gives you a mitt.
I don't think you know even a smaller girl if it bit you on the arse.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard, then you're an idiot.
The town is poor, but this room is rich.
A weathered woman in a dirt...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the The ship is in the locker. And yet, can you hear? I'm haunted by my crew.
She buries her.
Make it stop.
Yeah? What do you want? Huh. Guess that makes me... Thatcher here as...
Thatcher grin.
Our mate Bob.
They look at you expectantly. Thatcher bursts out.
Get lost.
Thatcher doesn't...
Disrespect.
She turns back to her...
Trust.
Of course it's not true.
She tips you a wink.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Who rings the bell?
Lush somehow.
The bell still rings.
It's as lush as it's always.
Do you hear it?
Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes, my lord.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you. Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
Why do you shiver, sir? This room is tempting enough, is it not?
Of course it's not true. Smile all
Weathered and rugged, the man... His eyes flick. His eyes...
The island.
His eye... His start... He goes back to sleep. The man sleep... His eyes flick.
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
You've got a pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
Of
What
course
the
it's
devil
not
are you
true.
staring at? Your beard, my lord. It
Smile all you
seems
want.
less
I'm not in love with
lush
you.
somehow.
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes, my lord.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilda. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know?
Of course it's
If they can
not
get
true.
Alexander, they can get any of us.
Smile all you want.
You're right about
I'm not
that.
in love with
Right
you.
as rain, Hilda.
Of course it's not true.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
This room is temporary.
You got that right, Hilda. You got that right.
Quite so,
And
my
I'm
lord.
saying
Quite so.
you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile
Here
away.
is,
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can
Of
get
course
Alexander,
it's not true.
any of us.
Pull yourself together, man. Or should I check the cupboards for
Smile
ogres?
all you
Right as
want.
rain, Hilda.
I'm not in love with you.
That's quite all right, my lord.
As you approach the silken-robed noble, Ifan does a double-take and laughs in recognition. He pulls you...
I know this man, and he's not at all what he seems. A moment.
Ifan bounds forward and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, talking animatedly, the man's beard slips sideways down his face. He's wearing a disguise. Ifan laughs as he straightens the beard. They chatter away for some time, using a guttural cant you struggle to understand. At one point, the man says something and looks over at you intently. Ifan waves his hand and laughs. The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map on the floor, using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet. Ifan claps the man on the back and turns to leave.
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roos thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get a little...
What about that? What is radio got?
Of course it's...
A lizard, tall and...
I'm sorry.
She gives you an apology.
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew? Yes, of course. Of course, my lord.
A lizard, tall and beautiful.
I'm so glad you've come. Are you here to... water my flowers? I've been so lonely since my man went away to fight the coming war. I need someone to take care of me. You're so masculine, darling.
She holds a finger to her lips.
Half of the fun is in the anticipation. But you're right. Let's not play games. I like a lover who likes the arts.
She looks around at the stone walls of her...
She tended...
She arches an eyebrow and takes 2 more steps towards you. She takes 4 quick steps to...
A hunter did save her.
She gives you a wry smile that...
And asked for a... And then whispered... That doesn't rhyme.
A lizard, tall and beautiful.
I'm so glad you've come. Are you here to...
She purses her lips.
Not so fast, hotshot. These things take...
She comes to you.
Take me.
She takes you by one manicured hand, with the other...
Oh my. You're undead. Darling, why didn't you say...
Her world explodes in ecstasy.
You got that right, Hilka. You got
My
that
lord,
right.
you won. I'm not in love with you.
Works, doesn't it?
Into the dark.
to none. Just when I think this land holds no more surprises, I find myself in some place even more dismal than the last. Still, at least this is an interesting variation on dismal.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
He gives you a nervous grin.
I did promise you the experience of a lifetime.
His eyes widen. His lip quivers. You expect him to be afraid, even ashamed, but he's...
Oh, thank the gods. They had me over a barrel. You have to believe me. It's hard enough to earn a crust around here, and me and the young'un, we've been starving. Oh, sir, the little un was left with me when my wife died. She won't make it without me, the poor child. Livy, the child's name is Livy. She stays in the kitchen while I work. Go look, I swear it's true. I'm not, I swear it.
He gives you an earnest look.
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not Livy, you say? The child of Loverick. Livy was no child of Loverick's.
The cook smiles at you, as if you were a child.
Because he is Loverick.
The cook slides a wooden spoon into a simmering pot of broth. She lifts out a goat skull, hooked through the eye socket.
This is Livy. Was Livy. Loverick didn't like goats. Once I'm through boiling her bones, he'll be rid of her for good. You're not the first. I doubt you'll be the last.
Scared of.
You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander about like this.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
He gives you a nervous grin.
I did promise you.
His eyes widen.
Oh, thank the gods. They... Oh, sir, The little one was Livy. The child's name is Livy. She stays in the kitchen while I'm...
Please, I must insist. Livy, you say? Livy was no child of Loverick's.
The cook slides a wooden spoon into a simmering pot of broth. She lifts out a goat skull.
This is Livy. Was. Good luck to you. But please, I need to get back to work.
Commonest among them stripped of power.
You let your disguise slip for the briefest of moments, revealing a glimpse of the bone underneath, and smile.
What the hell are you?
That lying waiter seems to have legged it.
Surrounded by
Oh! Where is it? Where is it? Sir, please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
She looks up at you in surprise. Her great greenish-gold eyes sparkle, and she rubs a palm over her smooth head, seemingly confused.
You'd help me.
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to weep. She takes your hand.
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just, you're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it. Magister Raymond, he bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never. Gods, you're so terribly kind, but I couldn't accept such lavish charity. It's so unbecoming. I don't know what to say. Your kindness is...
She accepts the coins, letting her hand linger over yours for the briefest of...
You don't know what this means to me. Thank you.
Blessings of the divine upon you, good sir. My husband and I were just sitting down for a picnic under the sun. We haven't much to offer, but would you care to join us? Wonderful. Come, sit. Oh, there you go, all cozy. So tell me, are you heading to Arks like we are? Nicholas and I wouldn't miss Lucian's Day for the world. Oh, but you must visit the cathedral, please do. The more pilgrims pray for his return, the sooner Lucian will walk among us once more, just like the prophecy says. So come, let us break bread and strengthen ourselves for the journey.
You eat, drink, and have a good time of it with Glory and her husband Nicholas. After the meal, you express your thanks and take your leave.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Surrounded by incompetence. I deserve a better posting.
The door has been sealed shut. The Magisters have nailed a notice to the door. The notice reads, "Warning, do not enter. Crime scene. Meister Siva has been accused of conspiracy, murder and high treason. She shall hang by the hands at the farmlands gallows until trial. Anyone found trespassing on these premises before her trial concludes shall be charged as an accomplice and will..." You notice that the message is signed Magister Raymond in the name of Dallas Most Holy.
You can't go in, missus. The Meister isn't home and the Magisters locked the door. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one. She's my friend. She was one of the Magisters once. She was very high up. She used to look for God people and help them. But then she stopped that and just stayed in the house all the time. She used to play with me, but then the Magisters took her away, they did. They took her outside the village. I'm not allowed outside the village.
She looks around theatrically to see if there's anyone listening.
When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns and skips away.
This place has seen better days.
wanna play? Oh well. You can't go in there, mister. They was very angry about it. They said me... You can't go in there, miss. They was very... but then she...
She looks...
I can hear...
She...
Hey, wanna play? She's outside the gates. I can't go outside the gates. It's there. When the wind blows from over, I can hear...
She gives you a look of...
Hey, wanna play?
Wilson, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here, in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, slain with malice and injustice by foul sorcerers, as were let fly by the perfidious lizards of the ancient empire, with the aid and abettancy of the treacherous dwarven kingdom, the divine order of Lucian is now led by his son's most trusted intimate and advisor, Dallis, Hammer of the Divine, Saviour of the Sorcerers, and new Deliverer of the peoples of Rivellon. The Hammer shall take counsel from her most trusted advisors. Hail to the Hammer, 7 times blessed.
Dallas leads the order. Lucian will be rolling in his grave.
The dead don't care. It's the living who should be fearful.
Wilson, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
Right away.
The Magister startles, realizing there's a stranger in his midst.
What do you want? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. Are you deaf? Your business here? Now. Well, mind your bloody step in future. I've an investigation to carry out, and I don't need any more distractions. He's a deviant named Higba, a grubby little tinkerer with a criminal mind. Some of my Magisters have vanished from Driftwood lately, and I'm certain that fiend is responsible. The fiend's greed gave him away. He was peddling items that belonged to those missing from our ranks. He saw my men before they could seize him and fled. Hardly. By all accounts, he seemed like just another money-grubbing nobody. He must have caught my Magisters unawares. It's the only explanation. No matter, he'll face justice either way. If you catch sight of that dog, tell me or my men at once. Understand? There might even be a reward in it for you. Well, do you know anything? Stop wasting my time, then. Bellwether, I need those reports.
Of course, sir.
Damn it.
Right away.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again.
Calm down, Brianna. Carver's got his dossier on the sorcerers. Everything's falling into place. All I need to do is watch.
Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here? What? Oh no. Poor Demori. Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately.
Hey, up! If it ain't the beast, man! Can't believe you found driftwood. How do you smell the ale over all that rotten fish?
The unfamiliar dwarf scratches his head nervously, then chuckles again. He doesn't seem sure what to say next.
Hey, shh, keep it low. I don't need magisters crawling up my backside after I just emptied it out.
I'll be quiet as a mouse. You bet. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
What's this? I found something.
Look at that. A fresh face. And a pretty little kisser it is, too. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, then? A sip or a smoke? Aye, so it is. But not just any Druidnay. Oh, no. My own special blends. Further down's the arena, see? And the gladiators are always on the lookout for an edge. I give them that edge. You could say that my darling herbs flower in the flesh and blossom in the brain. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reasonable donation, that is.
Effie digs all kinds of outlandish herbs from out of the depths of many pockets and makes...
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend.
What do you want? Boss is busy.
Beast strokes his beard for a few seconds, buries his hand inside it, then whips it out again to display his extended middle finger. He marches past, finger still raised, to the chagrin of the gawking guard. The guard shrugs back.
Boss can take care of himself. I'd like to see your friend try that with him.
Not no more she ain't.
Come on. You're one of us, ain't you? Tell us what happened.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and from—
Beast growls under his breath and slowly reaches for his weapon. Beast thrusts his weapon at his fellow dwarf, who looks first to you, then to Beast. He's surprisingly unfazed by the obvious threat.
Barnt! Cade! Get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You're a brave lad waltzing in here now. I know who you are, you know. The Beast of the Sea. What brings you to this good-for-nothing town?
Operation Downfall, you numbskull, and you'll tell me what you know, or I'll turn your guts inside out and stuff them down your throat.
Disgusting. Well, before you go blood-crazed, you should know the Queen's no friend of mine. Not no more.
He hawks a wad of spit on the floor, then motions...
I'm a businessman. I can't say I always keep things on the up and up, but I don't think a rogue pirate's got a lot of room to judge a man for his various trade concerns. I don't want to help Justin here. I want to stop her.
Beast considers Lohar's words for a moment, then sheaths his weapon and motions to Lohar to keep talking.
I thought you'd see things my way. Come, make yourself comfortable. We'll have a chat when you're ready. Let it out, beastie boy. You gonna scratch my back or what? Family matter. She's one of mine. Acting like her brains are scrambled, though. Came after me with a knife. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? Why not? I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all. I admit I didn't see that one coming, Beast. That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eyes, looking you up and down.
You know, the Order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. Voidwoken's still lurking, though, and they're still hauling folks off to the Joy. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Let me guess. Seaver sent you off looking for sorcerers. I could help you. But then again, you've tattled to the Magisters about us before. You betray your own often. What a load of shite.
Working for the DO, I bet.
Seaver's got an eye for talent, though. Maybe there's something to you. I reckon I could help you out, depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Good. One more thing. Like I said, Mordus is a sorcerer. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Look at that. A fresh face. And a pretty little kisser it is, too. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, then? A sip or a smoke? Take all the time you need. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor.
The Seven protect me.
Aye, so it further down. I get could say. So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. How can I make you bloom? No problem. In return for a reason.
If he digs.
Much obliged.
The Seven protect me.
The tigers fly, the leopards lie, and you, oh! But I know you, don't I? I have seen you in the night, the awoken one, hounded by dying gods.
Ifan approaches you, a drink in his hand and a wide smile on his face.
Want a drink?
He grins and hands you a drink.
It's really been some adventure so far, eh? One must stop to appreciate the good moments, right?
Ifan looks around at the Undertavern, contentment plain in his eyes.
Ah. Well, plenty of drinks to be had when the world's saved. To Rivellon!
Mercy, mercy.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned. Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hope. You smoke. Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hoses.
Quite a beauty, ain't she, Governor? First, you come to me and you buy yourself some Druidnay. That's always step one. Next, you put some leaves into one of them slots and pull the lever next to it to lead a flame right underneath them. Now, all you gotta do is suckle the right mouthpiece, and before you know it, you'll be seeing flying tigers just like old Ganga over there. Oh, and by the by, come talk to me if you want something that'll really blow your socks off. No.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with... Smoke billows from this...
Right, good to see you again, Governor. Just say the word, Governor. What are you after? Right, good to see you. Just say the word, Governor. No problem. In return for it. Much obliged.
Smoke billows from this strange... Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned...
That's the spot.
Smoke billows from this strange contraption. It's adorned with hoses, levers and slots.
Heaven save me. This leaf is strong.
Hail, darling. Call me Dorothea.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh, yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain. Are you worthy of my gift? Hail, darling.
She draws close.
Oh, yes. Are you worthy of my gift? Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? Oh, make no mistake. Your body would be to my taste. But you have a need. To expose it, look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Gaze into the gem.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Yes. I see you clearly now. It is power you seek. To conjure maelstroms and command the... I will fulfill a kiss. Most delicious. Your friends should leave. I prefer a more intimate arrangement. Your friends should leave.
Haven't they?
What do you want? Boss's
Beast strokes the guard, shrugs back.
boss can take care of...
Dorothea sees you.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share.
You draw closer and close your eye. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
You desired power, and so it's yours. My venom seeps into every pore. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment.
Righto. Bloody fly. But you just rub it blind, so... Thinks ashes glows. Right. What was that, by the way? We want to do that.
Is that what you want, Marla?
Talk, you traitor!
We don't want to hurt you, Marla.
I brought you up from girls.
He lifts.
This who said?
The formidable
Enough!
beast growls under his beast.
Can't.
His sneer.
And you're a brat.
Operation Downfall.
This. Well,
He hawks.
I'm a bit. I don't want beast. I thought you'd see things. Brave lass. Waltzing in here, and I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Family matter. Lucky for some, but me, it. So, reckon I could. What's up?
He gestured.
Had a bit of family trouble, like that ain't like. And wouldn't guy's name? I sent a. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see. No, tell him I good. One more thing. If there's something you want to find out from him, here, good luck.
Right.
That's the spot.
Which one do we change it with? Razor. Right, so we want to get out here. Isn't this the house? Yeah, that's the house he's talking about. Look at that.
This must be the place Lohar mentioned. It looks unassuming.
Okay. It's in the box, guys. Strength is, I think, him, but oh, go for a second.
Take some sorcery in the face, nasty Dallas. I'm going to send you to be cured, sorcerer. You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
I need to get clever with this lock.
There you go. Oh, we could do that, eh?
That's not good. No rest. No rest until the killer is found.
Yeah. Open that bitch. Did you get your fun? Did you get a better one? Oh, you did. Nice job. What else have we got?
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. The dwarf is unnaturally still. She calmly opens.
What do you want?
The dwarf unfolds her arms and shoots to her.
All right, human. Right, glad Lohar ain't left us here to wither. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon. Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks, but the goons downstairs should sniff out something. That weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now he's vanished. Poof. Those half-wits below will know more. Get to it then. But tell the lunkheads that Glenna sent you before they bash your brains in.
Down the hatch then. Powerful too.
Powerfully unlucky.
Bless them anyway.
Dogs with
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar?
I've spotted something.
We'd have more luck asking to do.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got
them
rocks
bustling the door.
knocking at yours.
So what'd you spot? Where was it?
I spotted something. A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Macabre, you say?
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this?
Okay.
What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. More luck asking Duna to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
A skull. It's missing an eye. A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty
We'd have more luck
macabre.
asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? What? You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours.
Where are you gonna get the bloody eye from?
Ain't no rest for any dwarf in Ain't no rest for any dwarf in drift.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours.
Yeah, so where the fuck is he?
Who would do this? You're dead, Alexander. You have to stay lying down.
That's the cat.
The cat stares up at you. Its midnight black pupils are too prominent for you to discern the colour of its glazed eyes.
8 lives already gone, but I'd gladly lose the last if you can throw me a fish. One of those smelly kind. But I need 'em. So yummy. They taste like shadows and spoiled cream and turn the air dark. Ah, it feels so beautiful against my fur, like being caressed by black cotton.
That's after the void blood.
I spotted something.
Well, ain't you a tall drinker?
She fluffs.
You're so sure. Go on and scoot that.
What do you want? Hackish, if it is. Oh, I've got eggs.
What was in that blasted stew?
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
Occupied! Oh, unholy hells! How about a little... Oh, that's what I get. Bloody tainted stew! Makes a little... Oh, save me! Oh, please, Lucian, spare me! Oh, heavens!
Can we back in?
Oh, heavens!
Apparently not, eh? Oh, hang on.
Of course, sir. Right away.
Heavens!
Right, we might finish it there for the moment. A few things to I'll get organised to pick up Noah. Some lunch. So yeah, anyway, hopefully tomorrow carry on. Bit more Reaper's Coast. Be good. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. All right.